Hello. It has been quite the hot minute since I came on for a weekly update. The last one I did was in December, and it is now February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. Or as my lovely friend likes to say, which I absolutely adore, Happy Galentine's Day. This is just one of the beautiful roses that my husband got me. I have the rest in a vase over there, a vase, if you will. A lot and not a lot has been happening, if that makes sense. Yeah, just like Christmas blew by. It kind of didn't really feel like Christmas. I mean, it did and it didn't. We got together with family, which was fun and nice. And then the kids were supposed to spend the weekend at Cindy's, like for 4 days or so, but she ended up getting sick. And so they spent one evening, and we went back the very next day and picked them up. And because she got sick and we didn't want to pass it along if any of us picked it up, we put ourselves in quarantine for 2 weeks and got ourselves COVID tested just to make sure. So we put ourselves into quarantine for 2 weeks and got ourselves COVID tested just to make sure that we didn't have anything that we might possibly pass on to someone, and to give ourselves enough time for any symptoms to arise had we actually picked something up. So honestly, Christmas into New Year's was very quiet and somber and honestly boring, because we were just chilling at home in our own little family pod here and not really connecting with anyone, because we were trying to keep to ourselves in case we had picked something up. So yeah, New Year's rolled around. I mean, here we are, February 14th. Phoebe is 4 months old, just shy of 14 pounds. She is almost bursting out of her 6-month onesies, so we're gonna have to go and get her some bigger clothes again. She's growing so fast. The other two were so small for much of their infancy, like their infant part of their childhood. They were just very small. They didn't grow super fast. I wasn't worried about it. But Phoebe is just growing so fast. And I just hope we can keep up with her. Like, I've dropped a ton of weight after giving birth, and I am totally putting that, well, I've been taking good care of myself, and I've been making sure to exercise now that I have the energy and the mobility to exercise and I've healed. But also I attribute a lot of that to carrying around a 14-pound child. But we've been going on lots of walks, which has been nice. It was kind of windy for a while there, so we weren't really getting outside, and it was very dreary and kind of crummy. But I've been making an effort to put the Moby on, put the baby on, and go for a walk and get some steps and some fresh air, because I notice when I don't get outside or get any fresh air in a while, I start to go a little crazy. So yeah, school's just kind of plugging along. The kids are doing great. Jonas kind of dropped the ball and thought he could get away with being lazy there for a little bit and skimping on schoolwork, but we have to turn it in every 2 weeks. So there really is no being lazy or skimping, because he has now spent 2 weekends in a row playing catch up. And hopefully he has learned his lesson about properly managing his time. And we have also decided that he will report to Stephen and I 3 times a week to make sure that we are up to date and that he is clear on what's expected of him and everyone is on par with where we're supposed to be. So every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, he's supposed to give us a school report, an update on where he is, what he needs to do, what's been completed, all the good stuff. Samantha's doing really great. I can actually have her turn her own schoolwork in now. she's just been blowing through it, and I've just been taking pictures and uploading photos once a week so her teacher sees that she's been completing her work. We had a couple of sleepovers happen in succession recently. Evie, her little buddy from school, came over and spent the night. That was fun. And before that, a weekend or so before, Frida, her little friend from the complex here, came and spent the night. And yeah, I mean, life hasn't gotten back to what it was before the pandemic, most certainly. But I wouldn't say we're getting out and about. I mean, we're getting out and about, but we're not really socializing. There's still lots of Zoom calls. There's very minimal physical contact happening, but I feel like we're putting ourselves out there more, even if it's just connecting over the phone more often than we were. But yeah, here we are, middle of February. Imbolc happened on the 1st of February. A lot of people celebrate Groundhog's Day. That was like the very beginning buddings of spring. So I'm really excited to see our sad little park across the street flourish with leaves in the trees again, because honestly, the leaves being gone, it's funny, but the trees being bare and the leaves being gone makes the park look so much smaller than it actually is. So I'm excited to see everything bloom as we come into spring. I've been sneezing a lot since we've been opening the windows, so I believe things are moving along and pollinating. I have challenged myself to a year of yoga. So yoga every day, 365 for the year of 2021. So far, I'm doing really well. I missed one day, which was the 2nd of February. I was having a super crappy day. I got barely any sleep, and the sleep I did get was very poor. I didn't feed myself properly that day. So I gave myself, instead of being even more rough on myself, I decided to be gentle with myself and give me a pass for that one day and say, it's not the end of the world. Tomorrow, I will pick up. And I actually did my February 2nd and February 3rd workouts on the 3rd, just so that I was in the proper order of my workouts. But yeah, my yoga challenge has been going really well. I think it's going really well. I feel a bit stronger and just like more spatially aware and connected to my body. I feel more fit, and I've been losing weight. I'm like down to 120 pounds, and at the peak of pregnancy I got up to like 142 or 143. So I think I'm doing really well and staying healthy and getting back into shape. And there's not really a particular shape I'm looking for. There's more of a feeling and a confidence and just a strength that I'm looking for, really. More of a feeling than a physical feature that I'm trying to attain. So I feel like that's a healthy goal. Working on hydration. I don't know what happened between me and water. Our relationship has been very sad and one-sided. Water loves me, and I have dropped the ball and not been hydrating myself properly, and that is my bad, and I need to get on that. Oh my God, roses smell so good, you guys. Ooh, and I'm gonna dry these. I'm gonna enjoy them for a bit while they're nice and lush and plump and beautiful, and then I'm gonna tie them and hang them upside down and dry them, and then keep my petals and maybe make some bundles, or just dry them for use in things, you know, little bottles or pouches or anything in the future that I might need a beautiful rose petal for. But while they're fresh, oh my God, I love that smell. Well, I'm feeling kind of tapped. Been pretty emotional lately. Just working on my energy, working on a lot of things right now, honestly. Nothing's really wrong. Just, I have noticed a lot of areas in my life that I would like to improve or expand, and that is what I'm working on. So I'm just going to keep working on myself. I hope everyone is having a lovely February. Steven's birthday's at the end of the month. I need to start getting my act together for that, because honestly, like, the week after his birthday is our anniversary, and I believe this year it is year 13. So I'll have to check on that and make sure I'm accurate, because we get confused between how long we've been together when we first hooked up and how long we've been married. So I'll need to check on that, but I believe this year is year 13. So here's to lucky 13. Catch you guys. My beautiful daughter walked in right when I was trying to say goodbye. So, as I was saying, find something about yourself that you love, that you enjoy. You don't need to rub anything that needs to be improved on it. Just find something about yourself that you appreciate and go from there. Love you. Take care of yourself. Stay healthy. Find something to be happy about. And I'll catch you next week. So real quick, something that I love about myself or enjoy, I would have to say something right now that I really like is my enthusiasm when I find something that lights me up, like something that really gets me going and just like fills my cup. The level of excitement that I get and the ability to focus on working towards things, that's something I really like about myself. Also, you guys, this skin, I do have to say, since I changed my eating habits and have not been ingesting any milk products or animal products, I have had amazing skin, even with the fact that I have been doing a suck job at hydrating. So, find what works for you, be kind to yourself, and love yourself. Find something nice about yourself, or do something nice for yourself every single day.